Grant signed Jamie Sterry. How pleased are you to get that one done?
Yeah, it's a really good signing for us. I've been a fan, for many years now. Probably rolling back to when he was at Newcastle. All those years when I was here and we played the Newcastle under-21s in the Papa John's or the Checker Trail, I think it might have been. He's a good character, really good player. His physical abilities, the way he wants to get forward, and I think that one of the big reasons and one of the big factors was he's played with Luke Molyneux at Hartlepool as well. They've got a good relationship, so we're really pleased to get it done today.
How important are those kind of relationships, those pairings that you can often get in a side, on the right flank as it would be with those two? Yeah, I mean, look, I've touched on about character and people that's had promotions. Jamie's had that at Hartlepool as well. He obviously knows Mols really well, and I'm sure them two will have a really good relationship down the right hand side, just like they did at Hartlepool. They got that experience of League Two this season, not the greatest of seasons for Hartlepool, but from adversity can bring sort of improvement and strength in a player. Yeah, absolutely. Football's all about ups and downs, isn't it? And you take the good with the bad, and you learn from it. But he's at a really good age. 27 now, 26, 27. He's had a lot of games, at Hartlepool and over the last 2 or 3 years, and that experience of coming in again with the character he brings to the team and what he is as a person will only suit us and help us, for next season. And that pedigree of coming through at a club like Newcastle. Yeah, he was in and around the Newcastle first team many years ago, and he's had to go and forge a career for himself, and he's done it really well. What will he bring as a right back in? Very attacking, team? very adept in terms of on the ball. He's good in his 1v1s, aggressive, wants to get forward, wants to create. His crossing's good. He ticks every box that we like, in terms of the full-back area. We've been talking to him about it as well, the stuff that he likes to do off the pitch, very much throws himself into the community work, and he said he spoke about that with you when he was discussing the club. He's massive, and look, there's no better club for that, and I mentioned that to him, in terms of what the work that goes on behind the scenes at this football club, and the Family Excellence Award that the club has won again, and it's just, he's got a young boy, he's massive in the community, he's done so many things in terms of food banks and stuff like that at Hartlepool. He's very keen to do that here and get himself right into the community. One of the things he's spoken about already is moving as soon as he can with his family, so that's huge for us as well. Having him down here close gives him the opportunity to do things like that, but also concentrate on his football, which is obviously the main thing. He's the third signing in just 5 days. How pleased are you to get this early business done, and with three big additions to the squad as well? I'm delighted. It's been for the last couple of weeks we've been working very hard to make sure that we bring players in that's going to add to the squad, like I've touched on and all the interviews I've done so far since I've come back to the football club, and we're working on more. We're working on more. I think we could be close on possibly one, maybe two. We'll see how they materialise over the next week or two, and we're delighted. Myself, Cliff, and Gavin, we've made a real conscious decision of making sure that we get the back end sorted first, and the competition in places with what we need, with the goalkeeper, Ian Lawler, centre half, Richard Wood, right back, Jamie Sterry. Possibly one more in that back unit that we will bring in, and then we can move on into midfield. People might be surprised at that, given how attacking you were the last time that you were here, but you need that solid base, don't you, however you approach it? 100%, and that's the foundation for everything, really, and that gives you the opportunity to go and attack, so don't get me wrong, we still will be attacking, and we will bring good players into the football club at that end of the pitch as well. But at the minute, at this time of the summer, the attacking players, you speak to the agents and there's 15 clubs after them, so it's a bit of a waiting game on that, a bit of a calm approach in that, because we will get the right people in, and we have got targets, but I'm really pleased we're starting to get the back line sorted.